Howdy there, folks. Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, doing another food review off of my sampler platter. Oh yeah, I'm going to try to make that stick. I'm coming at you with this coronavirus special edition with my newly minted Mad Max style hair over here on the sides. Ooh, it's all buzzy. Which of course, I did myself because I do it myself periodically, regardless. But of course, I probably wouldn't be able to find any place open to do it, even if I wanted to do it. Don't worry, the rest is still there. I haven't quite given up on it yet. So I'm coming at you, the hair, my Static X shirt. I'm going to try to make that a little bit of a thing, too, since I pointed it out in one of my videos. So, Static X, which if you're not aware, fantastic band. They're a bit of a revival since the sad passing of Wayne Static. So, got Zero here, filling in as vocalist. So, anyway, so that's how you guys can date my shirts. Also, of course, like I said, I mentioned the whole coronavirus thing, so that pretty much puts it into immediate perspective. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to do a review for you folks today, and I've been really wanting to do this one. Not just for the anticipation, which there's been some, but more specifically because, as I think I mentioned in one of my other videos, for authenticity's sake, I genuinely don't try these things until I've done a review for them. So that means up until then, they sit either in my fridge or on my counter, wherever, and they taunt me. And especially with all of this, with the people and the hoarding of the things and the stuff, you know, I've been kind of going through the stuff that I had. I've still got plenty, but this one's been sitting there, and I got a 12-pack of this stuff. And I'm just like, man, I sure would like to, actually indulge in this while all this is going on. So today this was going to be a thing. I didn't upload anything the last at least couple days. I'm hoping to get this uploaded later today. If I do so, this will be the first video, with the exception of the Wendy's one, where it will actually be like time for time. Most of these, like, I do them in bursts, and some I did even before the Wendy's stuff. And then I did some afterwards that I released later on and stuff, so I'm kind of still working on this whole thing. And I think if nothing else, as I go forward, if I decide to keep making this a thing, I'm going to have to work out some kind of a schedule. At the very least, I think I'm going to take the weekends off from uploading stuff. But it might have to be dialed back a little bit, just because it's really hard to go over there. Like, even with the amount of going out and doing that I do, never mind all this coronavirus crap. But even aside from that, just going out and finding new and interesting items to do, like, every day of the week. So we'll see how it goes. But at the very least for right now, the weekends are going to be Brandon time. So where I just eat normal terrible food, nothing wacky or new. So anyway, so what's the item that I'm going to be trying today? Well, folks, boom! It's Sprite with ginger, with the ginger and such. So yeah, I saw this in the stores. It's a new item. I bought this, I think, like a couple weeks ago or so. It's before all the nonsense with all the hoarding of the items and such. So, sorry, getting a little bit clogged up. Not the coronavirus, for fuck's sake. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and grab a 12-pack of this because I didn't have single cans. And it's just been sitting there next to my freaking A&W root beer, just like, come on, man, drink me. Just get it done. And so now here we go. And I'm finally at it, and I'm so happy. And if nothing else, this might have been perfectly timed, because as I mentioned in my ginger beer review a few videos ago, when I was a kid, and I'm not alone in this, it wasn't an uncommon thing for parents, at least, my generation or so, to go over there and basically, when you were sick, to sit you down, give you some soup, maybe some saltine crackers, and like some ginger ale or maybe some Sprite or some 7-Up. So Sprite has really hit on what could be the antidote, to the coronavirus with the Sprite with ginger. This is double the coronavirus killing power. Please don't take that seriously. I'm sure Sprite or Coca-Cola or whoever owns these folks, yeah, Coca-Cola, would love it if people just started buying this stuff, but then the lawsuits, and then I don't need to get sued because I don't have money, folks. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try this now. I can't really say I have any specific story to go along with it, with the exception of the little one that I just did, because, of course, it's a brand new item. I like Sprite. I would say Sprite, point for point, is probably my lemon lime drink of choice. I like 7-Up too, and I know 7-Up. I know they use natural oils or something like that for the flavoring. And it's fine. I will gladly take 7-Up. But I think Sprite for me, I don't know, just something about it, a little bit more my speed. I liked, and I know they still have at least one flavor, maybe now, I don't know. They used to have, they were doing a thing back in, the early 2000s, I think. Yeah, because I think I was in high school. Sprite Remix, where they had, Tropical Sprite and stuff like that. Oh, man, that Tropical Sprite was good. I don't think that's available anymore. I think the one they have now is, a diet thing or something. I don't know. But, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot, let you know how it is. We're going to do a little tappy-tappy. Much like the rhythmic beats of Static X. Why am I pimping Static X? They have tons of fans and stuff like that. I don't care. Static X is awesome. I got to see these guys live last year when they were doing their tour. It was them. Dope was there. Raven Black, Wednesday 13, Devil Driver. Oh my god. One of the best shows I've ever been to. When these guys hit the stage and they did the tribute to Wayne, oh man. One of the genuinely the most crazy fan reaction I've ever seen at a show. Anyway, you don't care about Static X. I do. My video. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. It's hard to say how it smells because, again, I've got a little bit of congestion. I think that's just mostly from being inside the house for 3 or 4 days now. All right, let's give this a shot. Which, by the way, of course, my work is still going. Which, to their credit, I mean, folks need paychecks and everything like that. So, take that one way or the other, however you want. Like I said, I just took vacation time just because I needed vacation time. Excuse me. That is interesting. Okay, so wow, okay. It helps that I'm actually very thirsty. Okay, so it's interesting. I don't know exactly what I was expecting, but that wasn't it. I think what I was expecting was a more potent flavor, and at least I really didn't get that much. Okay, so you get the Sprite flavor, and there's definitely sort of a little bit of a hint of that ginger, but what kind of happens, at least with my experience, is that they sort of hit together, and then they kind of knock that bite out of both of them, because Sprite has a little bit of a bite, and ginger obviously has a bite. But in this, they kind of come together and sort of neutralize it a little bit. And I mean, I guess I was just, I was expecting a stronger Sprite, with that added, boost of ginger. That's not really what I got. It's still good. I'll say that. It's, yeah, wow. Like, it's entirely inoffensive. It tastes good. But, like, literally as it gets to that bite, like, where you get that ginger bite kind of like at the, almost at the back of your throat a little bit, as soon as it gets to that point and you think, like, oh, you know, I'm going to get that ginger flavor, it just, like, the Sprite just, like, knocks it back down. I'm not going to say I'm not disappointed. I was hoping, and I mean, I get it, it's a commercial product. You know, it's meant to hit the widest possible audience. And as a result of that, you know, they probably not going to go over there and give it too much extra bite anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I really thought that Sprite and ginger were going to mesh really well. And I just feel like ultimately, although you still get a good drink out of it, I don't feel like it has that added experience that comes with either Sprite or you know, the taste of ginger. It's very subdued, and at least for me, I mean, that's a bit of a shame, because I do enjoy some bite with my drink. I'll give this one more shot. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's particularly Sprite-ish either. Like, the flavors really do sort of mix, and it kind of just becomes its own thing. Which, I mean, you know, isn't a bad thing. Like, if this were just a singular drink by itself, if I didn't, you know, if it wasn't Sprite, if it were just its own thing, I would probably be more willing to just be okay with it. But because it's Sprite with ginger, I have certain expectations, and I don't feel like either of those expectations were met. Again, it's still a fine drink. I will certainly drink the rest of it. But yeah, I can't really... I mean, I could certainly still recommend it in regards to, again, it's a fine drink. You know, by all means, if you're interested, give it a shot. But, again, if you're hoping for, you know, this perfect fusion dance of, you know, Sprite and ginger to come together and become this ultra, this ultra powerful, you know, merged Saiyan, you know, thing, yeah, you're not going to get that. It's more like when they did the fusion dance and they became like the weird fat kid thing. I don't remember what the name of that was, but it was a thing. It was in Dragon Ball Z. I used to watch that a lot. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what it was. Still good in its own regard, but not what you were hoping. So yeah, I can pretty safely say I don't think this is going to cure anyone's coronavirus. I don't think so. I think they kind of took the soul out of it, if I'm entirely honest. So, still good, but, you know, like I said, I think this would have been better as a standalone product. If it had just come out as, you know, I don't know what to call it, but something to its own effect, I think it would have been fine. As is, it's okay. Oh, okay. Well, I've got plenty of other stuff to try, so hopefully something will wow me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end off here, try to keep it at 15 minutes or so. So, folks, if you're watching this video right now, hopefully, like I said, I'll get it uploaded later today. I hope that, especially given the times that we live in right now, with viruses and the crazy people and the government being awful, not that that's new, anyway, I hope you folks have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great goddamn life. Try to, you know, if you're stuck inside, and, you know, you don't have that much to do, and, you know, hey, I got some videos that I got loaded up, or you could do the smart thing, and YouTube is immense, and there's full of even better content than mine. I know where I stand, folks. But seriously, you know, whether you're stuck inside or whether you're still going to work or whatever it is, try to make the best of the situation. We are absolutely going to get past this. I promise you, folks. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but we're going to get past this. And if we don't, I've already got the hair going for it. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off. This was Brandon Sampler Platter. This was Sprite with ginger.